Now we start with the opening remarks. Our chairman, Carlos Jan Gonzalez, and Marcos Ramirez, our CEO.
Thank you very much, Rafael. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Banorte Day. I thank you for taking the time to meet with us again face-to-face as we did back in 2014. As Rafael previously mentioned, we have prepared a very comprehensive agenda for you to deliver a very strong message. This message will be supported by already in place initiatives. And as you know, Banorte has a results delivery reputation to maintain. And in the long run, and you will experience the potential firsthand today. 8 years ago, when we met in this very same city for the first time, Marcos and I were taking on new roles as CEO and chairman, respectively. Our aim was to really listen to your concerns, your requests, and expectations. The generalized petition at that time was very clear, a strategic certainty. And therefore, by that time, we established right after our 5-year 2020 Perfect Vision plan, about which we will talk thoroughly in brief. When we presented those goals in 2014, we were seriously questioned by the market. For the market, it was hard to believe we were prepared to achieve such ambitious financial goals. For starters, one of those goals was doubling our net income by 2020, a challenging task to say the least. All of you walked alongside us, and year by year, witnessed the holistic transformation that Banorte was revamped from head to toe. Our technology, our processes, our culture, and corporate governance.
You have questions about how Banorte retains, develops, and integrates talent. The answer is our culture, which transforms customers' needs into unique offers. And by the way, we have a very competitive retention plan for the organization's top talent. After Carlos' opening remarks, we will show you what this organization is capable of.
Banorte, by the time, was doing well in this arena, but we pushed ourselves to be an international benchmark in governance, one of the most public companies in Mexico. We improved transparency to the market, and that has always been top of mind across the organization, but also to maintain independence and diversity across the board. In the next annual assembly, to be held in April, we will propose our shareholders voting for Alicia Lebrija and Mariana Baños, potentially improving and enriching the board of directors' perspective. Moreover, the approach to ESG at Banorte has changed from a priority, acting separately, to a foundation acting across the whole organization. We are convinced that ESG is an extremely relevant source of value creation, as you will see later. Finally, this transformation and steps taken to be the best financial group for customers, investors, and colleagues could not be possible without the leadership of our management team. In December 2014, it was a flashpoint. The market questioned whether the management transition would be capable of delivering accomplished milestones speak for themselves. But it's not only our management, but also our colleagues who differentiate us at Banorte. The extraordinary is ordinary.
Join us on a brief trip to the past to have a better view of the future.
Since our last Investor Day in 2014, and thanks to all your feedback, we've made a lot of things happen. Back then, we ranked 4th overall in the market.
We brought in net profits of 15.23 billion pesos and a significant amount of tech debt. Our cost-to-income ratio was above that of our main competitors, and our capitalization index was lower than theirs. Management was focused on volume, and we were highly dependent on a network of aging and mixed branches. Our segmentation process was very basic. Decisions were centralized with senior management, and the culture was hierarchical and non-standardized. And we operated in silos. Although employees' high level of commitment and pride of belonging stood as a founding block, we also lacked the technological tools needed to design more efficient and secure processes. In cybersecurity, our monitoring and protection systems were significantly out of date, and fraud prevention was a highly manual process with no in-house risk models or appropriate analytical tools.
It was obvious that we needed to modernize and that we had tremendous areas of opportunity and growth potential. We had a vision to become the best financial group for our clients, our employees, and our investors through a strategic plan we call 2020 Vision. The aforementioned with precise goals such as doubling profits, achieving extraordinary profitability levels of 20% in ROE and 2.2% in ROA, and improving our cost-to-income ratio to below 40%.
On those days, to fulfill this vision, we tracked the following financial indicators. ROE reached 23.5% at the bank level and 20.1% at the group level, a growth of nearly 683 basis points between 2014 and 2019. By 2019, our ROE stood at 2.3%. Our net interest margin in 2019 was 5.62 at the group level and 6.39 at the bank level. We reduced the NPL ratio to 1.65%, reaching the best asset quality levels in the market. On the same downtrend, our cost of risk reached the lowest levels in the market by the year 2019. We also needed to improve our cost-to-income ratio. In 2019, we reached 39.1%. At the end of 2029, our capital adequacy ratio stood at 18.6%, and our CET1 ratio at 12.7%. We doubled net income by 2019, 1 year earlier than we promised. We migrated towards more sustainable products with higher returns. Our portfolio yield increased in this period, and we increased our market share to the second place from fourth position in consumer portfolio, which means auto, payroll, and mortgage. To sum up, we met our 2020 plan commitments, leveraged by the great performance of other relevant indicators.
To achieve these strong results, we undertook a sweeping transformation of our financial group, always guided by our customers' experience.
We gave them multiple ways to do their banking, in person or online, in supermarkets or at our branches. We made branches much more efficient, upgrading their image and functionality. We allocated more expenses and capex to IT. We built a central data warehouse, the key to learning more about our customers and the foundation of all the interactions of our omni-channel structure. We developed a technological infrastructure consisting of flexible, agile, and high-responsive layers. We created an analytics team, a leader in machine learning and behavioral analysis, which developed different archetypes, a foundation for personalizing offers through targeted campaigns, as well as to have a clear view of our customers' value. In fraud prevention, we incorporated automatic predictive models and online monitoring based on behavioral analysis. In cybersecurity, we quickly reduced known vulnerabilities, following best practices and continually certifying processes. In risks, we developed in-house models bolstered by analytical capacity, which made us a benchmark in risk indicators.
We have been migrating towards profit-centric management with a customer-by-customer approach.
We became a benchmark in corporate governance and won various distinctions, such as Best Bank and Best Management Team.
All these changes were supported by a high-performing, meritocratic, and collaborative culture, represented by hundreds of cells, as living cells operating across the organization. These multidisciplinary teams share the same goal, permanently satisfying customer needs. Let's have a look at the cellulose experience, the cells.
Customer-centric culture. At Banorte, our customers are our reason to exist, and we have a common purpose: to improve their experience in each interaction with us. To improve these interactions, we listen to our customers' voice in real time, using Net Promoter Score as a metric. The active listening of the voice of our customers sensitizes the entire organization, placing them at the center of all our work. It helps us understand the pain in order to focus on improvement actions. This is the input to our culture of collaboration, called cells, where the capacities, talent, and abilities of our colleagues add up to build Banorte's transformation. In the past 5 years, through cells, we increased our portfolio of deliveries by 150%, while decreasing the average cost per project by 46%. The transformation of our processes is the result of our customer-centric culture that builds engagement and permanent commitment in our staff. What do cells represent for our employees?
Éxito. Es unión.
Coordinación.
O calidad.
Determinación.
Innovación. Es acción.
Dinamismo.
Trascender.
Evolucionar.
Aprendizaje. Colaboración.
Eficiencia. Mejora. Servicio. Unión. Consenso. Sinergia. Es organización. Compromiso.
Logros. Integración.
Funcional.
Progreso.
Productividad.
Cooperación. Confianza.
Inteligencia.
Crecimiento. Comunicación.
With this knowledge and culture, we are continuously improving customer experience.
The achievements of this transformation process were significant, but more needed to be done. In 2020, the pandemic took us all by surprise, and we had to adapt swiftly. We had to rescale strategic decisions. In 2021, we launched the 1-2-3 plan, taking effect in 2023, while maintaining our vision to become the best financial group for our clients, investors, and employees, along with a clear mission to become the #1 financial group for banking in a digital world, maintaining our leadership in profitability and sustainability. This strategy was based on 3 pillars: accelerate Banorte's transformation, seek out partnerships or alliances that bring us into customers' day-to-day life, and build a digital bank from the ground up. We continue to focus on improving the customer experience.
Banorte ranks second with an NPS score of 64 as of 2022. Today, Banorte is equal to or better than its peers in most customer interaction processes. And
totally capable of achieving its higher goal. Focus on profitability and efficiency, therefore spending more on transforming and reducing operating costs. Where do expenses and investments in technology go? 148% increase in value deliveries and 46% reduction in average cost per project.
At Banorte, we have a history of milestones accomplished. We're confident that we can continue not only meeting but also exceeding the expectations of our customers and the market. We have the talent, the technology, and the strategy to achieve it. Join us today to hear about the growth potential of all the initiatives we have underway. And stick with us, as at the end of the event, we will present the next milestones to be achieved. Thank you very much.
Let's move on with our chief economist, Alejandro Padilla, who will walk us through the nearshoring opportunities for Mexico. Go ahead.